What's up, my boomers? It's me, Melanie Mac, here on my social commentary channel, Melanie Mac Go Boom. Yeah. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about Florida is at it again. So apparently some Pokemon card shoplifters got open fired by some cops. I'm just gonna dive in and read it. We're gonna see from there. Let's see what happened. Kotaku wrote about it, so who knows if this has been skewed in any capacity. So I guess this happened at a Target. Florida cop kills someone over shoplifted Pokemon cards. And then this says police overreacted to an alleged theft at Target and now a person is dead. Okay. Osceola County Sheriff's Office deputies opened fire on 4 suspects believed to have stolen Pokemon cards and a pizza. That pizza, okay, Vice reports. 1 died after being transported to a hospital, while 2 others were charged with petty theft. Multiple units converged on a Target in Kissimmee, Florida, last Wednesday night in response to a black Audi with obscured registration tags, according to an affidavit written by Deputy Cole Miller and obtained by Kotaku. Upon spotting 2 teenagers who were immediately deemed suspicious for wearing hoodies and masks in the middle of a global pandemic. Dude, did this just happen? Are we still considered in a pandemic right now? Okay. Exit the vehicle. Officers were reportedly told by a loss prevention officer inside the Target that the same teens were seen concealing Pokemon cards and a pizza. I wonder where they concealed the pizza. All right, that sounds like a fun day. Pokemon cards and pizza. Miller says he confirmed these details via surveillance footage after the fact. While Miller's charging affidavit spares no detail describing the events leading up to the shooting, what happened when the alleged suspects left the store is murky at best, thanks in part to his account utilizing the vague, passive voice often employed in situations to distance police from their actions. Okay. Contact was attempted with the black Audi by multiple units after circling the parking lot and being occupied by others. The affidavit reads, a takedown was attempted, which resulted in an officer-involved shooting. Okay, so the person was attempted a takedown. I'm not extremely versed on what takedown implies. Is that like, did he charge at him or did he have a weapon? Was this an unalive attempt or was it just a tackle? Like, I don't know. The ensuing hail of gunfire described by witnesses on the scene injured both suspects and fatally wounded another. A 4th suspect was also detained, according to the Orlando Sentinel, but it's unclear if they were charged. All were taken to a local hospital, with 1 survivor still unable to make a court appearance as of April 28th. None of the suspects were reported to have been in possession of any weapons. Okay, so no weapons. Okay. The 2 sheriff's deputies responsible for the shooting will not be named due to a Florida law that in part shields police involved in fatal shootings from having their identities made public. I think it makes sense to not make them public until further info is released, because people do get hysterical about stuff without all the information. Both officers are in good health after killing an unarmed man for stealing Pokemon cards, Osceola County Sheriff Marcos Lopez relayed during a press conference on Wednesday night. I believe my deputies are justified in all their actions, Lopez, interesting, told a local Fox affiliate. I have 200% trust in everything they do based on their training and their experience. Things escalate. This is a real world. I really wish there was footage to see, because it's a tough one. Okay, while supply is finally starting to catch up with demand, Pokemon cards were for a time considered a valuable commodity for collectors and scalpers alike. Target previously instructed employees to call the cops on customers lining up outside stores before they open on the height of the recent craze, before briefly halting sales of the cards altogether last May. This latest tragedy serves as a grim reminder that serve and protect may be, of course, they're gonna chime in with that. Now, here's my thing is I would need to see what the takedown attempt was, like the person who acted aggressively. Obviously, in a case of theft or something of that nature, being fired at is not necessary and not good. But I think in a case where if a police officer feels like their life is in danger and they need to respond to that, they got to do what they got to do. So I don't know what was going on with the takedown attempt, what that looked like. So it's really hard for me to fully have an opinion on this. I think that would completely depend. It is a very sad situation that a teenager is dead now because of stealing Pokemon cards. Obviously, no one should be stealing, but I don't think that's something that needs to be punished by death. So yeah, this is really hard for me to weigh in on, dude. And I just I talked about two like shooting incidents in 2 videos in a row, which was not exactly planned. But yeah, obviously in the one from last video, the dude used a deadly weapon, in that case being a screwdriver. And I think that was completely justified, as I mentioned in that video. Now this, we really have no way of knowing what the takedown attempt looked like. So we don't know what act of aggression or what have you was done by the thief here. So it is really hard to weigh in on. All I know is it's sad that happened. Very sad that happened. Yeah, very sad. Let me go ahead and go into comments from recent videos. I'm interested to see what you guys say in the comments. Maybe there's some more pertinent information that we don't have, because I mean, this is Kotaku. But yeah, right now I can't really weigh in too much and give a definitive opinion. It can go either way, in my opinion, whether the cops were wrong or not in that situation. So, okay, this is Kevin, who says, not only do you have a good video, you have a good PC. Congrats. Thank you so much. And everybody, if you are in the market for a new PC, check out Meta PCs. Use code MAC. I'll have a link in my link tree in the description if you are in the market for that. Because, yeah, Meta is great. Meta PCs, they sponsor problematic creators like myself. They do not bow to the woke mob, so they sponsor they don't only sponsor problematic creators, but I'm just saying, like, they don't follow the cancel trends. All right, JD says, even with martial arts, most people train with compliant partners and never have to actually fight, at which time you realize your attacker isn't compliant and all the cool moves don't work as well. It gives an advantage. It doesn't give you the ability to dominate unless it's just one more advantage stacked upon other advantages. Exactly. And like, that's why it's so stupid when people make comments about that. And sorry, breathed in some saliva there. It's stupid when people make comments about people in situations where they ended up having to resort to using a gun for their own self-defense, when it's like, oh, if only they were trained in martial arts. Like, martial arts is just like, it's like the movies. It just really shows how stupid many people are. John McKenzie says, Melanie, keep your naturally wavy hair from now on. No straightening. Embrace your natural beauty. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you. I'm working on it. Lord Sajaran says, bruh, screwdriver is a deadly weapon at a melee range. It's not a bazooka. There was no need to shoot bullets at him. You have taser guns for these situations. It's like a war zone there. Did they even aim for the legs? Just says some of the common stupid things that in one comment, okay? In one comment, they hit all the bullet points of stupid things to say. Dude, so because a screwdriver isn't a bazooka, it's like not deadly. I mean, dude, he literally attempted to murder somebody with a screwdriver. And for all the people that were sitting there or that were standing there and observed the situation, for all they know, that he could have succeeded. They don't know in that moment that the cop there was going to succumb to their injuries or not. All they saw was somebody with a deadly weapon stabbing the neck and head area. So yeah, a screwdriver absolutely constitutes sufficiently as a deadly weapon, and it doesn't have to be a projectile weapon to do so. He said there was no need to shoot bullets at him. I disagree, which I illustrated in that video. You have taser guns for these situations. This is a stupid argument. You're going to use a taser against somebody with a deadly weapon. A taser is not a deadly weapon, first of all. Second of all, taser discharges and all that kind of stuff are not 100%. So it's not like you got this foolproof taser and it's going to work. First of all, not everybody reacts exactly the same to tasers. And I don't know if you've seen videos of people who have been tased and they keep going. Secondly, there are just so many issues that can happen. A taser gun is for situations where someone is not armed with a deadly weapon, okay? You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know you know what I mean? It's not to mention a screwdriver can be thrown. So it's not like a screwdriver is, you could kill somebody with that. And you don't know what other weapons he has. There's so many other factors here. So saying that they should just use a taser against somebody with a deadly weapon who has used it is complete idiocy. All right. It's like a war zone out there. Did they even aim for the legs? That is also so freaking stupid. You don't shoot somebody in the freaking leg. You don't, if you're gonna shoot, you're gonna shoot. Okay. Guns are not used to hobble people. Guns are not like, that's not the purpose of a cop with a gun. Oh, let me shoot the leg so that they can't walk anymore. I mean, this is a deadly threat. Shooting someone in the leg, first of all, many people who are shot, even in deadly areas, don't always know. You're gonna have such an adrenaline rush. Shooting someone in the leg ain't gonna do crap in this kind of situation. If somebody is trying to unalive you, if they're trying to kill you, shooting them in the leg is not going to stop them from killing you. Okay, it's just a stupid comment. All right, Gaz says, excuse me, I'm British, and I think the police was justified in defending themselves. Nationality has nothing to do with it. It's ideology, woke or normal, sane people. Don't lump all us Brits in with those loonies. I get you, but I was just freaking joking. I obviously... It was a joke. Lighten up. All right, Nicholas says... I've been training in Filipino martial arts and self-defense for just under 10 years. Anyone who actually practices learns many things, including one, anyone who tells you height and weight don't matter is lying to you. Exactly. And two, the moment a weapon like a knife, a gun, or even a decent-sized stick comes into play, it's life or death, and all bets are off. I'm so tired of ignorant people talking about hand-to-hand combat like you can train for a little bit and suddenly you can do knife and gun disarms without fail and minimize harm. It's utter nonsense. Exactly. As people who make comments like that have no freaking idea. You can tell they've never been in a fight in their life. And they don't know what they're talking about. And they want to speak as some sort of authority over people who are put in life and death situations on a regular basis. It's absolutely asinine. Gabe says, of course you're a Brit. That really got me. Well, yeah, it was a joke. I mean, come on. Octomancer says, I'm at 7:51. I have so many things to say. I'm English. Can't wait for the rest of the day. See, there we go. A sense of humor. Thank you. You can take a joke. Incognito says, the one time they don't tase him. Again, with the stupid tasing comments. You don't use a taser against somebody with a deadly weapon. Freaking seriously? The Banana says, could have been worse. He could have tried robbing a concealed carry class here in Texas. Yep. Nate the Scott says, hair on point today at least. Thank you. Pensive Scarlet says, it's so cute when people are creative with their euphemisms. I think heckin' around is now a permanent part of my vocabulary. That I'm honored. I am honored. All right. Let me go ahead and go to the verse of the day. Now, I'm almost certain I have used this as a verse of the day, but it just I don't know. I wanted to do it again today because I just thought about it. I saw it on my Instagram timeline. I follow a lot of Bible verse stuff, and I just thought this is just such an empowering verse. I need to share it again. So Romans 8:28 says, and we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. And I just want to really stress out there to people, like I share my Bible verses on my Instagram stories a lot, and there's a lot of, DM requests and stuff I get from people. I don't reply to them, but because it would be a lot for me. But I do see most of them. And a lot of people are just like, thank you so much for this. I needed this today. I needed this today. And so that's one reason too why I really love sharing these. And this is just some encouragement for some people I feel like who could really use it. And what I love about this verse is it says all things. It says all things. It doesn't say some things. It says all things. So stay on the path, stay strong, keep going, because bad things are going to happen in all of our lives. It's just a part of life. Life is not perfect ever since sin has entered the world. So just keep going. Don't lose focus. Keep going. Keep going. Whatever it is you're going through, it doesn't mean you deserved it. Doesn't mean any of that. But everything is going to work together for the good in the end. So just stay strong, keep on the path, and you got this. So anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow. And in the meantime, go boom.